The first surprising way that alcohol affects our bodies is shortened lifespan, which is part of the reason why you want to quit drinking in the first place. Did you know that people hospitalized with alcohol use disorder have an average life expectancy of 50 years of age for men and 54 years of age for women, and also die on average 26 years earlier than the general population? So what better way to show somebody that you care about that still drinks than to send them this video? The second surprising way that alcohol affects our bodies is it ages your brain. Heavy alcohol use can lead to brain atrophy, which is a fancy word for shrinkage. Both regular and extensive consumption of alcohol causes white matter loss in the brain. Studies show that just one drink per day ages the brain by 7.5 days. By comparison, smoking a pack of cigarettes a day aged the brain by 11 days. Excessive alcohol consumption over a lengthy period of time can lead to brain damage and may increase your risk of developing alcohol-related dementia. In a study by the University of Pennsylvania, they compared people who regularly consumed alcohol up to the age of 50 with 50-year-olds who didn't drink alcohol at all. And they found that the 50-year-olds who averaged 4 units of alcohol per day had brains more than a decade older. That's not 4 drinks, that's 4 units of alcohol. So let's clarify what that is. 2 16-ounce pints of Budweiser is 4 units of alcohol. And also so is 2 5-ounce glasses of wine per day. So remember this, 2 glasses equals 4 units, brain 10 years older. Make sense? The third surprising way that alcohol affects our bodies is DNA damage. Alcohol is metabolized in the liver into acetaldehyde, which is a toxic compound that can directly interact with our DNA. Acetaldehyde is linked to 6 different cancers: mouth and throat cancer, voice box, esophagus, liver, colon and rectum, and for women, breast cancer. Acetaldehyde can disrupt the normal structure of DNA and potentially lead to mutations. And if we have mutations in the body, then this can lead to, you guessed it, cancer. Alcohol use weakens our immune system and also leads to deficiency in antioxidants. Heavy drinking can deplete the body of antioxidants such as glutathione, which plays a crucial role in protecting cells from oxidative damage. Oxidative damage can also lead to cancer, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, ALS, cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease, asthma, premature aging, liver disease, as well as cataracts and age-related macular degeneration. The fourth surprising way that alcohol affects our bodies is protein synthesis. Do you go to the gym and experience little to no muscular gains like I did for a decade? Well, that's because chronic and excessive alcohol consumption can inhibit protein synthesis in various tissues and organs, including the muscle tissue. Chronic alcohol consumption will also decrease the availability of amino acids, which simply put, amino acids are the building blocks of proteins. As a result, alcohol can contribute to muscle wasting and also to decrease muscle mass. Now, before we get to number 5 on our list, if you're learning something new, make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. We have over 600 videos for you to binge watch on the topic of sobriety and self-improvement. The fifth surprising way that alcohol affects our bodies is damaged and older looking skin. Alcohol is an irritant to all body tissue. I'm going to say that again. Alcohol is an irritant to all body tissue. Since alcohol depletes the level of vitamins, especially vitamin A, the skin's collagen begins to plummet. And as a result, our skin may begin to lose elasticity and become wrinkled. And also, too, a lot of heavy drinkers experience other skin problems such as puffy eyes, psoriasis, rosacea, and dermatitis. The sixth surprising way that alcohol affects our bodies is acidosis. Acidosis occurs when your body produces too much acid. Meat, cheese, wheat, processed foods, and alcohol all shift your body's pH balance to an acidic state. Your pancreas is in charge of creating sodium bicarbonate, which is basically baking soda, to neutralize the body's very delicate pH balance. That's why after certain meals, we might reach for something like Tums or mix a tablespoon of baking soda into our water to neutralize stomach acids to reduce heartburn. Ideally, you want your body to be in a slightly alkaline state. And alcohol use is very hard on your pancreas. And chronic alcohol use can lead to pancreatic cancer, of which the survival rate is only 7.2%. Having an acidic pH balance in your body will reduce the amount of oxygen that's delivered to the cells, which can also affect your brain, your heart, your liver, your kidneys, and also too lead to bone loss, muscle loss, and diabetes. So here's a short list of alkaline foods that help restore your body's very delicate pH balance. Dark leafy greens, beans and legumes, potatoes, avocado, cucumber, broccoli, nuts, and also too, most fruits. Remember, you are what you eat. The seventh surprising way that alcohol affects our body is bone health. Long-term alcohol consumption can interfere with bone growth and replacement of bone tissue. Think of it as your body's way of interior remodeling. This results in decreased bone density and increased risk of fracture. There's consistent evidence that increased alcohol consumption is associated with higher risk of osteoporotic fracture, which basically means bones breaking that normally wouldn't or shouldn't. The eighth surprising way that alcohol affects our bodies is nutritional deficiencies. Let me guess, you're tired all the time. Well, that's because alcohol use inhibits the absorption of nutrients. Not only is alcohol devoid of proteins, minerals, and vitamins, it actually prevents the absorption and use of vital nutrients such as thiamine, which is vitamin B1, also vitamin B12, folic acid, and zinc. Consuming large amounts of alcohol can also irritate the lining of the stomach and the intestine, leading to a condition called gastritis, which then further leads to reduced absorption of those very important nutrients in your body. So again, are you feeling tired all the time? Have you ever felt a gnawing or a burning ache or pain in your upper abdomen? That is exactly what gastritis feels like. The ninth surprising way that alcohol affects our bodies is neuropathy. Neuropathy is another word for nerve damage that causes pain, weakness, numbness, or tingling in one or more parts of the body. It can also affect the nerves outside the brain and the spinal cord. In general, it takes years for alcoholic neuropathy to develop, but it's been shown that up to 50% of long-term heavy alcohol users develop neuropathy. Alcoholic beverages contain ethanol, which can cause nerve damage when consumed in excess. Symptoms of neuropathy include numbness in the arms and legs, sensations of pins and needles also in the arms and legs, muscle problems including weakness, cramps, aches, or spasms, erectile dysfunction, problems urinating, incontinence, or a feeling of incomplete bladder emptying, or even a difficulty beginning to urinate. Another symptom is constipation or diarrhea, nausea or vomiting, and also too problems with swallowing or talking. And before we get to the last point, stick around for a bonus surprising way that alcohol affects our bodies. Here's a hint. You're gonna wanna hear what we have to say. The 10th surprising way that alcohol affects our bodies is vision loss. Have you ever heard of the term alcoholic eyes? Me neither. Unhealthy amounts of alcohol can lead to decrease in peripheral vision, weakened eye muscles, and a thinning of the cornea, and also too, color vision loss. And all those things can also lead to permanent vision loss. Alcohol use can also lead to dry eye disease, increase your risk of cataracts, and on top of that, it can also increase your risk of glaucoma. All right, we told you there was one more surprising way that alcohol affects our bodies that you are gonna wanna hear about, and that is hearing loss. That's right. Drinking alcohol increases blood flow to the inner ear, which can cause tinnitus, which is a ringing or a buzzing or like a swooshing sound inside your ears. Tinnitus typically goes away in a few hours after drinking, but excessive drinking on a regular basis can lead to permanent tinnitus and hearing loss. So make sure you tell your friends, but if they still drink, you might have to tell them twice. Now let's all calm down because I know some of you probably got freaked out by today's information. I want you to remember that this is a channel about sobriety, and I wouldn't be telling you all these surprising ways that alcohol affects our bodies if it weren't all preventable or possibly even reversible. In our last episode, we talked about the timeline of health benefits that you can expect after getting sober. That video is also neatly organized, and it's organized into 3 sections. First, the short-term benefits of sobriety, the midterm benefits of sobriety, and the long-term benefits of sobriety. The short-term benefits of sobriety you'll see in the first few days or the first few weeks of sobriety. The midterm benefits of sobriety you'll see in the first few weeks of sobriety to the first few months of sobriety. And also too, the long-term benefits of sobriety you're gonna see in months after getting sober to years after getting sober. Which long-term sobriety can also lead to the reversal of fatty liver disease, which, as we know, fatty liver disease, if left untreated, is the precursor to liver cirrhosis. And if you want to see that video next, make sure you click on the link in the top corner of the screen. And now that we know better, it's our job to do what? It's our job to do better. That's right. If you learned something today, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It'll really help this video and our channel to continue reaching more people just like us who are still lost out there and don't know where to turn to. Oh, and also too, for those of you that are sober, please comment below and tell us if you've experienced any reversals in any of the symptoms mentioned above. I know personally I had tingling hands and feet. I had numbness. There was even a time that I pre-dialed 911 thinking I was gonna have a heart attack. And if you're ready to binge watch another one of the best sobriety videos on all of YouTube, click the link in the top corner of the screen. And with that, I want to wish you good luck on your self-improvement journey, and I will see you in the next video. If you want to see another one of our videos, click here.